Well, a fine good afternoon, everyone. This is Patricia, and I am traveling for history. I am in Montgomery, Vermont today, and in front of us is the Comstock covered bridge. You see there's also an historic marker there. So, I'm going to be reading that shortly. I should note that this road to the bridge currently is closed to vehicular traffic. The reason for that is they're working on the road on the other side, and I understand in November 2022 it will reopen, but the town clerk, who was extremely helpful, did not know when that would be. So let's continue on. I'll meet you there. Alrighty, well, this is the historic marker. It says the same thing on both sides, and it was installed in 2021. Comstock Covered Bridge. Built in 1883, Comstock Covered Bridge is an illustration of the town lattice truss, one of the most significant American timber truss types of the 19th century. Patented in 1820 by architect Ithiel Town, the truss system consists of a rectangular timber frame connected by sawn planks arranged in the form of a lattice and fastened together with trunnels, wooden pegs. This single-span bridge crossing the Trout River has side portals providing daylight and glimpses of the plank lattice truss system. Comstock Covered Bridge is one of the best surviving examples of the work of Savonard and Sheldon Jewett, lumbermen and farmers who constructed several covered bridges in Montgomery. Impacted by flooding, the bridge was restored in 2003. Trout River, right here. And we even have the changing of the leaves on some of these trees. Wow, look at that. Alrighty, so if you want to see the vertical siding on the exterior, let's come over here, and it's right here. We've seen that on so many bridges. Holy cow, haven't we now? Yes. So below the eaves, which is where, which is this part right here, you probably can't see it, but those are the openings. And as we come over here, we see the sign that says Trout River, and then above that, National Wild and Scenic Rivers System. We see that the height is 10 feet 8 inches, and it's a one-lane bridge. They're almost all one-lane bridges, to be perfectly honest. Now, at the front of it, I'm so glad this road is closed, because technically people are not supposed to be driving through this. But we can see that sign up there says lattice type bridge built by the Jewett brothers, 1883. So let me tell you a bit more about it as well. The Comstock Covered Bridge is a wooden covered bridge that crosses the Trout River in Montgomery, Vermont on Comstock Bridge Road. Built in 1883 as one of several area bridges built by Sheldon and Savonard Jewett. It was listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1974. And I just want to talk a little bit, just a tiny bit, about Savonard Jewett, his name anyway. So you've heard me say Savannah Jewett in other videos, because there are 6 of their bridges still standing here in Montgomery. And on the Longley Covered Bridge historic state marker, that was the first time I saw his name was Savonard. Now, initially his name was thought to be Savannah, but people started to research the census records and then realized his name had been Savonard. Now, they did go to the cemetery to see what it said in his headstone. What did it say? S.G. Not useful. So note, when it's time for us to kick the bucket, hopefully we've already pre-planned, and we'll have a headstone that has our full name on it, so people don't have to wonder what the heck our name actually was, rather than, you know, PK for me. All right, on that, let me continue. The Comstock covered bridge stands just west of the Montgomery Village, carrying Comstock Bridge Road over the Trout River, south of Vermont Route 118. It is a town lattice design, 69 feet long, or 21 meters, resting on abutments of dry laid stone and concrete. Its roadway is 16 feet, or 4.9 meters wide, therefore one lane, and has a total overall width of 19.5 feet, or 5.9 meters. The exterior is clad in vertical board siding, and it is covered by a metal roof. The portal ends, those are the entrances, are also finished in vertical board siding, which extends a short way inside, and whose exterior parts are normally painted white. The bridge was built in 1883 by Sheldon and Savannah Jewett, brothers who lived in Montgomery. The Jewett brothers are credited with building 6 surviving bridges in Montgomery, as well as some in surrounding communities, representing one of the best documented concentrations of bridges by a single builder in the state. The original timber for the bridge was prepared by the Jewetts at their mill in Montgomery's West Hill area. We're actually pretty close to their, I don't know if the mill is still standing, but I do know that we're pretty close to the West Hill area. A complete renovation of the bridge was carried out by Blow & Coat of Morrisville, Vermont in 2003. A comprehensive series of articles chronicling the work can be found at the Vermont Covered Bridges website. Now, you can drive an automobile across this when the road is open. Alrighty, let's take a walk through and take a look-see at this bridge. Don't you love that ceiling? Oh my gosh, fabulous. And when you see the town lattice truss, see the lattice work. If you're thinking lattice, this looks familiar. You may be thinking of a porch, the base of a porch being covered in lattice, keep the animals out. But this is lattice design for the truss. And these are the wooden pegs we saw before, talked about. This big thing, these two humongous timbers will keep vehicles from going into the side of the, hopefully, into the side of the wall there. And see, we can see up above. See those windows? Now, maybe you're wondering why a covered bridge. Well, we can see that the floor, we can really tell that it was redone because these planks would be much wider from 1883. But why a covered bridge? To keep the snow, and well, to keep precipitation off. You know, if you have snow on these things, the vehicles were not going to be getting through. They wouldn't have plowed back then, of course. They would have rolled the snow, flattened it for, what do you call it? For sleighs and the like. This is a wooden base, a wooden floor here. And if there's snow on it, it will definitely rot the wooden structure. Enough rain falls on it, it will eventually rot if it's not protected and not cared for. So, yeah, you have to be mindful of those things. Now, so covering it protected the planking. Pretty nifty fix. And this placid Trout River that we can see right here, flooded. So, yeah, there is that. We have another one of these signs here. I think this is the first time I've seen the name of the river on one of these signs before. And even that's a National Wild and Scenic River System. Because I filmed 2 other bridges over the Trout River. And I don't recall those labels. Over here too. How beautiful is that? Well, beautiful now. Imagine when it's raging. Not so much. And then we see on this side, there's another sign up here that says the same thing. The lattice type bridge built by the Jewett brothers, 1883. Over here, we can see that the windows are much bigger over here for whatever reason. Also, that one of the wooden pegs is missing from, oh, see that right there? Right there. Don't think I'm going to get a good picture of that. But anyway. But it's lovely, isn't it? Don't know if it's just missing the siding or if this is on purpose, but, you know, whatever it is, it's still beautiful. We do see some dings in the, you can tell better in these two how there are dips in the planking from, definitely looks like tires. C'est la vie. There's a sign there. I don't know how old that is, but isn't that interesting? I didn't notice it on the way in from this. Didn't notice it as we were walking in. Huh. So, I'm on all the social media you are. Traveling for History, 1Ellen Traveling. Except for Twitter, I'm Traveling for High 1. Traveling for HI numeral 1. I would love it if you followed me. I'd love if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel and all that great stuff. And until I see you again, hope you have a fabulous evening. Thanks so much for watching. Until I see you again, have a great night. Bye.